Have you ever wondered why some people manifest their dreams almost effortlessly, while others struggle for years without seeing results? The answer lies not in luck or hard work alone, but in the invisible force known as the quantum field. Science and spirituality both point to the truth that everything is energy, and the energy you project determines the reality you attract. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with a higher frequency, the quantum field responds instantly, rearranging circumstances, people, and opportunities in your favor. This is not about waiting months or years. When alignment is pure and strong, the response is immediate. The universe is like a mirror, reflecting back to you the vibration you broadcast. Once you understand this principle, you no longer chase things outside yourself. Instead, you become magnetic. You send a signal, and the quantum field replies without delay. The key is learning how to match the frequency of what you desire, because the moment you do, reality bends to meet you. This is where manifestation becomes natural, effortless, and powerful beyond imagination. The quantum field is an infinite ocean of possibilities where every potential version of your life already exists. Think of it as a giant library that contains every possible story you could ever live. Some versions of you are wealthy, others are peaceful, some are deeply in love, while others are still searching. The version you experience depends entirely on the frequency you are vibrating at in this moment. If your energy is aligned with abundance, the quantum field instantly connects you to the timeline where abundance is your reality. If your energy is rooted in fear or doubt, you automatically step into a version of life where scarcity dominates. The shift is instantaneous because the quantum field doesn't delay. It reflects exactly what you are broadcasting right now. That's why it is not about asking when your manifestation will arrive. It's already there in another frequency. The only question is, are you tuned into it? Like changing radio stations, the moment you switch your frequency, you hear new music. The instant you align with your desired frequency, your life plays a new tune without resistance or delay. Matching the right frequency begins with awareness. Many people unknowingly sabotage themselves because they focus more on what they lack rather than what they desire. For example, someone who constantly worries about money might say affirmations about wealth, but deep down their emotions are rooted in fear. The quantum field doesn't respond to the words. It responds to the true vibration underneath them. If the energy is fear, the field brings more circumstances to confirm that vibration. To change this, you must shift the way you feel before the evidence appears. This is where true mastery begins. You practice gratitude, visualization, and elevated emotions not because you already see the result, but because you know that the vibration comes first and reality follows. When you feel abundance before it arrives, you instantly align with the frequency of abundance. The field recognizes that signal and begins rearranging your reality in ways you could never predict. The match between inner state and outer reality happens the moment you become energetically consistent. Science now supports what ancient wisdom has always taught. Your heart and brain emit measurable electromagnetic signals that extend far beyond your body. These signals interact with the quantum field, shaping how reality responds to you. When your thoughts and emotions are incoherent, meaning your brain says one thing but your heart feels another, your signal is weak and scattered. But when you create coherence between your heart and mind, your signal becomes strong, clear, and magnetic. This coherence is the frequency that makes manifestation possible. The quantum field isn't judging you, nor does it play favorites. It simply mirrors back the signal you send. That's why miracles often happen when someone finally surrenders, feels joy, and stops doubting. In that moment, their frequency becomes pure, and the quantum field responds instantly. The science of heart-brain coherence proves that this isn't just spiritual poetry. It's measurable, repeatable, and available to anyone who dares to align fully. To truly harness the power of the quantum field, you must first understand that everything is frequency. Just like a radio station broadcasts on different channels, the universe broadcasts realities on different vibrational levels. If you want to listen to jazz, you must tune your radio to the frequency that plays jazz. It doesn't matter how much you beg or hope. If you stay tuned to a different channel, you'll never hear the music you want. The same principle applies to life. If you desire love, abundance, or peace, you must tune your internal vibration to match that specific reality. This is not about forcing the external world to change. It's about changing the channel within yourself. The moment you tune into love-filled experiences flood your life. The moment you tune into abundance, money, opportunities, and resources begin appearing effortlessly. The quantum field doesn't take time, the alignment is instant. The challenge is consistency. Many people flicker between frequencies, sending mixed signals to the universe. But once you learn to hold the vibration long enough, the field stabilizes around your signal and your desired reality locks into place. One of the most powerful tools for matching frequency is visualization. But visualization is not about simply seeing what you want. It is about embodying the feeling of already having it. When you imagine your dream life, don't just picture it, step into it. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the love, and the certainty of already living in that reality. The brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a physical one. When you repeatedly immerse yourself in these elevated emotions, your nervous system begins to accept it as truth. In that moment, you are broadcasting the exact frequency of your desired reality. The quantum field responds instantly because it recognizes the vibration as real. Opportunities, synchronicities, and coincidences show up as evidence of the frequency you've chosen. This is not fantasy, it's quantum alignment. By practicing this daily, you are literally programming your energy to call forth the reality you prefer. Emotion is the language of the quantum field. Thoughts create blueprints, but emotions give them power. If you think of your desired life without emotional intensity, it remains a weak signal. But when you feel joy, gratitude, love, or excitement, your frequency becomes magnetic. That's why gratitude is such a powerful practice. When you are grateful for something, you declare to the quantum field that it already exists. You collapse the gap between desire and reality by feeling as though it is already yours. The field, which only mirrors what you broadcast, has no choice but to respond. That's why the fastest manifestations often happen after moments of deep gratitude. The frequency of gratitude is a perfect match for abundance, health, and love. It's the vibration that says, "I already have it," which is the exact frequency that calls it into existence instantly. Fear, on the other hand, is one of the strongest signals that blocks manifestation. Many people unconsciously live in frequencies of fear, worry, or doubt, which keeps them stuck in repeating cycles. The quantum field doesn't judge fear. It simply responds by creating more situations that match that energy. If you are afraid of losing money, you may manifest more financial struggles. If you fear being alone, you may unconsciously push away relationships. The way out of fear is not to resist it, but to acknowledge it, and then choose a higher frequency. When you recognize fear as an energy, rather than an absolute truth, you gain power over it. Replace fear with faith, replace doubt with trust, and replace worry with gratitude. The instant your vibration shifts, the field responds. This is why courageous decisions often lead to breakthroughs. They align you with a higher frequency that was waiting for you all along. The quantum field is always listening, not to your words, but to your state of being. You may declare affirmations, say prayers, or visualize for hours, but if your inner state is still rooted in lack, the signal is weak. However, when your entire being radiates alignment, the field responds instantly. That's why children often manifest easily. They don't doubt, overthink, or calculate. They simply believe and feel with pure emotion. The quantum field mirrors that purity. As adults, we must relearn what children do naturally: trust, play, and believe without resistance. When you simplify your approach, drop the need to control, and live in the vibration of joy, the quantum field reorganizes itself immediately. Your outer world becomes a reflection of your inner world, and you begin to live in flow rather than struggle. One of the most misunderstood aspects of manifestation is timing. People often ask, when will my dream arrive? The truth is, timing depends entirely on how quickly you align with the frequency. From the perspective of the quantum field, everything already exists right now. The delay is not in the universe. It is in your own vibration. If you shift instantly, reality responds instantly. If you shift gradually, reality responds gradually. The universe does not need time, it needs alignment. Imagine flipping a light switch. The room lights up immediately. You don't wait days for the electricity to consider your request. Manifestation works the same way. When your vibration flips, the light of your desired reality turns on. The only variable is whether you are truly aligned or still flickering between frequencies. One of the greatest secrets of working with the quantum field is the power of the present moment. Many people spend their lives either replaying the past or worrying about the future, and in doing so, they miss the only place where the field actually responds: the now. The quantum field doesn't respond to your memories or your future plans, it responds to your current frequency. That means right now, in this very second, you are broadcasting a signal that is shaping your reality. If your energy is filled with worry about tomorrow, you are tuning into a frequency that creates more worry-filled tomorrows. If your energy is filled with joy and gratitude today, you align with a future that is equally joyful and abundant. The power of manifestation lies in learning to master your state of being in the present. When you anchor yourself in the frequency of love, gratitude, or abundance right now, you activate instant communication with the quantum field. This is why practices like meditation, breathwork, or mindfulness are so effective. They pull you into the now, where the field can respond instantly to the frequency you're radiating. Think of the quantum field like a cosmic search engine. Whatever you type into it through your emotions and beliefs is what it instantly begins pulling back into your life. If you type in fear, worry, or lack, that's the search result you receive. If you type in abundance, joy, and love, those are the results that show up. The tricky part is that many people think they're typing in one thing, but are actually typing in another. For example, when someone says, "I want money," but feels desperate or anxious about not having it, the true signal being sent is lack, not abundance. The field then mirrors that lack. To change your results, you must change your search input, which means embodying the feeling of already having what you desire. The moment your input changes, the output from the quantum field changes instantly. Just like a search engine, the field never delays. It simply responds to the exact frequency you give it. The speed of manifestation is also influenced by how much resistance you carry. Resistance is the gap between what you say you want and what you truly believe is possible. For example, you may affirm wealth, but if deep down you believe you are unworthy of financial success, that belief acts like a static signal that blocks the frequency. The quantum field responds instantly to clarity, but resistance creates noise. The solution is to release the limiting beliefs and stories that no longer serve you. You must reprogram your subconscious mind to accept abundance as natural, love as possible, and health as your default state. The less resistance you carry, the faster the quantum field reflects your desires back to you. In fact, when resistance is fully gone, manifestation can happen almost immediately because there is no conflicting signal. This is why inner healing, shadow work, and affirmations are not just extra steps. They are essential for clearing the channel so your frequency can broadcast without distortion. Synchronicity is the language the quantum field often uses to confirm that you are on the right frequency. Have you ever noticed repeating numbers, chance encounters, or unexpected opportunities appearing out of nowhere? These are not random events. They are signals that the field is responding to your vibration. When you align with a higher frequency, the universe rearranges itself to bring matching experiences into your awareness. This is why you suddenly meet the right person at the right time or stumble upon exactly the book, video, or message you needed. These synchronicities are the universe's way of saying, "You're tuned in. Keep going." When you ignore them, you risk falling back into doubt. But when you trust them and act on them, you strengthen your alignment, and the manifestations accelerate. The more you pay attention to synchronicities, the clearer and more immediate your communication with the quantum field becomes. Another key to matching the right frequency is embodiment. You cannot just think about your dream. You must live as if it's already here. This doesn't mean spending money recklessly or pretending to be something you're not. It means carrying yourself in the energy of your desired reality. If you want to attract love, embody self-love and treat yourself with the same kindness you desire from a partner. If you want abundance, act from the energy of abundance rather than scarcity. The quantum field picks up on this embodiment and mirrors it back instantly. You don't manifest by chasing. You manifest by becoming. Once your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors align with the reality you desire, the field recognizes the match and delivers. This is why fake it till you make it often works. It's not about faking, it's about stepping into the frequency before the evidence appears. One of the reasons the quantum field responds instantly to frequency is because reality itself is not fixed. It's fluid. Quantum physics teaches us that particles exist in a state of potential until observed. This means reality is constantly shifting and reorganizing itself based on attention and energy. You are not living in a rigid, predetermined world. You are living in a sea of probabilities. Your frequency is the filter that determines which probability collapses into your reality. That's why two people in the same situation can experience completely different outcomes. One tuned into fear will see struggle and limitation, while the other tuned into gratitude will see opportunity and growth. The external circumstances are the same, but the chosen frequency determines the experience. This is why shifting your vibration can instantly shift your life. It literally reorganizes which probability you step into. Faith is the bridge between desire and reality. Many people sabotage their manifestations because they constantly check for evidence, asking, "Where is it? Why hasn't it arrived yet?" That questioning energy is rooted in doubt, and doubt sends the wrong frequency. The quantum field is not moved by impatience. It is moved by faith. Faith means knowing your desire already exists and trusting the alignment without needing proof. The moment you embody unshakable faith, you hold the frequency long enough for reality to shift. Faith keeps your vibration consistent, and consistency is the secret to instant results. Even when nothing seems to be happening, if you remain in faith, the quantum field continues working on your behalf. Often, the manifestation arrives suddenly, without warning, because you finally held the frequency long enough for the shift to lock into place. The beauty of working with the quantum field is that you don't need to control every detail. Your only job is to align your frequency. The field handles the rest. Many people exhaust themselves trying to figure out how their manifestation will arrive, but the how is the universe's job, not yours. When you micromanage the process, you introduce resistance. But when you surrender and trust, the quantum field orchestrates outcomes far greater than anything you could have planned. This is why manifestations often arrive in surprising ways. You may expect abundance through one path, but the field may open a completely different door that brings even greater rewards. When you stay aligned, you allow the field to work through infinite possibilities instead of the limited ideas of your conscious mind. In the end, the quantum field is always responding, instantly, accurately, and without delay. The only question is, what frequency are you sending right now? If you don't like what you see in your reality, it's not a punishment, it's feedback. The field is showing you the frequency you're tuned into. And that's the most empowering truth of all, because it means you can change it at any moment. The instant you shift your energy, reality shifts with you. Abundance, love, peace, success, all of it is already waiting for you in another frequency. Your role is not to force it, but to match it. When you raise your vibration through gratitude, faith, joy, and embodiment, the quantum field responds immediately. This is not theory, it's the law of energy. And when you learn to master it, you become unstoppable. You no longer chase reality. You create it. You no longer wait for miracles. You live in them.